Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really plunging into the knowledge pool, specifically with you in mind.
Yeah, we've been digging through a whole load of information trying to pull out the key insights for you.
Exactly. And our mission today, our deep dive, is all about navigating towards, well, passive income on what we're calling the YouTube ocean.
Right, and we're using your keywords as our compass, our treasure map for this whole expedition. They're pointing the way.
For sure. We're on the hunt for those strategies that can lead to, real results, the kind that hopefully build towards financial freedom.
But like any big journey, especially somewhere as massive and always changing as YouTube, there are definitely going to be challenges.
Oh, absolutely. And you've given us this really interesting set of coordinates, these keywords: make money online, passive income, financial freedom, then specifically YouTube SEO, YouTube SEO censor, and even MarTech YouTube SEO.
hmm Think of those as marking spots on the map. We're trying to use them to find those, let's say, less crowded waters, the blue ocean maybe.
Yeah. Away from all that intense competition you see everywhere else. The red ocean.
Precisely. And just to make it a bit clearer, you can sort of picture yourself as the captain, maybe a bit like a Jack Sparrow figure, right?
Ah, okay, I like that. Setting sail with your YouTube channel, looking for valuable treasure.
Exactly. Hunting for opportunities, specifically in that MarTech niche you're interested in. It takes some cleverness, some savvy to navigate it all.
Okay, so let's start with those coordinates then, the keywords. The destination seems clear: passive income, financial freedom.
Right. Those are the big goals.
And the clues we have are things like YouTube SEO, and specifically MarTech YouTube SEO. But just knowing the destination, that's only the start, isn't it?
Oh, completely. Having those keywords, it gives you vital intel right off the bat.
Tells you what people are actually searching for.
Yeah, what your potential audience wants, what problems they might have, especially around marketing technology, right?
So it's like identifying promising spots on the map where your audience, your treasure might actually be.
Exactly. But the map itself, well, it doesn't give you the ship to get there, does it?
You mean the YouTube channel itself, like the actual setup and the whole strategy behind it?
Precisely. You can't just, toss a few videos out there and hope for the best.
Right.
Your channel needs to be solid, a
Yeah.
really well-defined presence.
So the basics, like branding, channel art.
All of that. Consistent branding, a logo, the banner, a clear description that tells people interested in your niche, like MarTech, exactly what you offer.
Think of it as the hull of your ship, making sure it's seaworthy for the journey ahead.
Good analogy, yeah. It's the foundation.
And that ship needs a purpose, right? A cargo, which in this case is the actual content.
Exactly. The content is your cargo, and it absolutely has to align with those keywords on your map.
So if someone searches MarTech YouTube SEO, your videos better deliver on that promise.
Directly, offering real insights, maybe actionable tips, solutions, content that doesn't connect. It's like sailing aimlessly or carrying cargo nobody wants.
Which kind of brings us to the objectives for the voyage, too. We need to know what we're actually trying to achieve, right?
Definitely. Is it purely passive income right now? Or is that big dream, financial freedom, the ultimate destination?
Having clear goals helps keep the ship pointed in the right direction, I suppose.
Absolutely. It lets you plan the most efficient route. But as we said, the YouTube ocean is, well, competitive, crowded.
Lots of other ships out there.
And the algorithms, the platform itself, can throw up storms,
Yeah.
unexpected changes. That's where you need effective weapons.
Weapons. Okay, I like that metaphor. For navigating the competition, what does that mean for YouTube?
Think of video optimization, YouTube SEO as your main cannons, maybe.
Okay.
This covers a few key things. Crafting really compelling titles that naturally use your keywords.
Like unlock the YouTube SEO sensor, new ranking factors revealed for MarTech channels, something specific.
Exactly like that. Then writing detailed descriptions, good for viewers, good for the algorithm. Using relevant tags so YouTube understands your video's topic.
And thumbnails. Can't forget those.
Crucial. Got to be eye-catching, make people want to click. These are your tools to stand out when people search or when YouTube suggests videos.
Okay, so that's how you grab attention, but keeping people around, building loyalty, defending your spot,
Right, that's where engagement and community building come in. They're like your defenses.
encouraging likes, comments, shares,
All that stuff, it signals to YouTube that your content is valuable, that it resonates.
and actually talking to people in the comments.
Yeah.
Using the community tab.
Yes, actively engaging builds loyalty. Makes your channel a place people want to come back to. It makes your channel more resilient against competitors.
And you mentioned content clusters before. How do they fit into this weapons idea?
Ah, yes. Think of those like a supporting fleet for your main ship, creating groups of related videos, maybe playlists or a series.
So for someone interested in MarTech YouTube SEO, you might have a whole playlist on just that.
Exactly. Deeper dives into specific tactics for marketing tech content. Gives viewers more value, keeps them on your channel longer.
And probably strengthens your channel's authority on that topic too, right? Which
Well,
helps with rankings.
precisely. It signals expertise.
Okay, so we've got the ship channel, cargo content, the weapons, SEO engagement clusters. Now, how do we actually navigate, especially finding those quieter blue ocean spots related to our keywords?
Right. This is where technology, your navigation tools, becomes absolutely vital.
Like YouTube analytics.
That's your primary compass and radar, yeah.
Yeah.
It tells you crucial stuff. Where viewers come from, what parts of your videos they watch most, where they drop off.
So you can see if you're actually on course or if you need to adjust.
Exactly. Assess the course, make corrections.
And what about finding those blue ocean opportunities, the less crowded niches?
Okay, that's where you need your star charts, let's say.
Mhm.
Specialized SEO tools and trend monitoring.
Tools that find related keywords with less competition.
They can uncover related terms, maybe niche subtopics within MarTech that still get searches but aren't totally saturated on YouTube yet.
Emerging trends too, I guess, things people are just starting to talk about.
Absolutely. Keeping an eye on the broader industry, seeing what's new, what's coming up, that can reveal timely opportunities where you can get in before it gets too crowded.
So it sounds like a constant process. You can't just set it and forget it.
Not at all. You have to be learning, adapting, iterating.
That try, fail, analyze, adjust loop you mentioned.
Exactly that. The YouTube algorithm changes constantly. Audience interests shift. So you look at your analytics. What's working? What's bombing?
Experiment with SEO. Test different thumbnails.
Be willing to tweak your content strategy based on cold, hard data. That iterative approach is how you find and then thrive in those less competitive blue ocean areas.
Because that's where the potential for really establishing yourself and generating that passive income is maybe greater.
Much greater, potentially. You have more room to breathe, to become the go-to source.
Man, it's really clear that succeeding on YouTube isn't just, finding some good keywords and hitting upload. There's so much more involved.
Oh, absolutely. It's like any major expedition, right? It needs a skilled captain and crew.
Meaning your own skills, your dedication.
Your expertise, how much time and effort you put in, the resources you invest, all of that matters.
And there are things you can't control too.
Yeah, external factors, algorithm updates, big shifts in the industry that's like the weather on your voyage. You can't control it, but you need to be ready to react and adapt.
And ultimately, all this effort, the strategy, the navigation, it's all pointing towards that goal of financial freedom, hopefully fueled by passive income.
That's the end game, isn't it? The keyword research, that initial treasure map, it's just step one.
The real prize is the sustainable income.
Exactly. Sustainable passive income that comes from a well-built channel, smartly optimized content, and that continuous adaptive approach. That's what can really lead towards financial independence.
Okay, so as our listeners thinking about their own YouTube voyage, maybe specifically in that MarTech space, what's the one big question they should probably ask themselves right now?
Good question. I think they should take a really honest look at what they're currently doing and ask, which part of my operation needs the most urgent attention? Is it the foundation, the channel structure and content strategy? The ship?
Or is it the optimization, the engagement tactics, the
Or
weapons?
maybe it's the use of data, the analytics, the adaptation, the navigation. Which of those three, ship, weapons, or navigation, needs the most work right now to chart a better course towards their blue ocean and that potential for financial freedom?